we go. All right. And Jolene, we'll let you start out since I'm presenting today.
Okay, just it's wanting
But
to,
let you share. Let me share the screen.
well, I did that, but it has me sharing.
Well, I haven't tried sharing yet. Let me try sharing.
There. Nope, there, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep, it's good. We'll go back to it when we're ready.
Okay.
All right.
So, just want to welcome everyone. Most of you will be listening to this if you want to jump on. It's going to be really insightful because this is the time of year that we start stressing about Christmas gifts and doing a little something for others. And so this was very timely, and I know everyone's in their preparation for the holidays, but hopefully you'll get this in after it settles down and you're feeling all that hurry. Perfect timing. And as always, we love hearing from Shaleen. She's been our advocate for health and wellness for uh, years. How many years have you been doing this, Shaleen?
It'll be 10 in January.
Yeah, and that's a long time to be dedicated. So you know how important this is to her and to her family, and that she's made it available to every one of us on here. We're here and we have this blessing in our life because of her. And so you guys all know her, and I just want you to just take a minute and thank her, even if it's just in your heart for all that she has given us. And this is going to be one of those days.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So sweet. And I'm so excited to share because when I started preparing for this class, it was just so easy. It was so easy to come up with what little things can we do for others? Because I feel like that's what I've spent 10 years doing. And so I just have lots of fun ideas to share. And hopefully you guys will share your ideas too. First of all, I just have to share a couple of moments of oil stories because I can't believe the way the Lord just puts people in my path that I need to help. But I invited a couple people over last night just to get to know each other, a couple of couples, and did not plan on talking oils. It was just a get to know you time. But they asked about the oils, and as they left, one had allergies and just couldn't even handle being outside right now and was so excited to go home with an allergy blend. And then the other one just whispered and went, my knees and my hip really hurt. And I grabbed some deep blue rub and I gave it to her. And she just texted me a few minutes ago and said, I slept last night for the first time in a long time with my knees not being in pain. I says, well, we need to talk about some natural things soon. And she said, yes, we do. And it just warms my heart. Thanks, Heather. I love the hearts too. It's just so fun to help people and uplift them and in small ways. And then I had another friend who texted me yesterday with some hormone questions. And I said, well, let's talk sometime tomorrow when you have a few minutes, let me know. And I woke up this morning at 6:45. I usually don't wake up till 7. And I popped out of bed and I looked at my phone and she said, I'm up and nobody else is up. Do you have time to talk now? And so I just woken up and I called this friend and she was just taking down notes on what to do. She had already enrolled under her daughter. She says, my daughter just doesn't have the answers and you do. And I thought, story of my life, just more people to help, but not under me, which is no problem. But we talked for 45 minutes and she was just, that I need to do that. Yep, I need to do that. And the joy is full. I'm just like up to here on how can I feel any better about helping people with these natural solutions. So thanks for getting on.
That's
Yeah.
so awesome. I love that.
Just feel like
And you
it's
never know.
snowballed. Yep. So many people that want help and I love it. And it just has to do with helping people and the love that I have for doing that. So thanks for getting on. I know tons of people listen to the recording. So if you're listening to the recording, thanks for getting on to listen there too. But we're going to talk about some ideas. Now, some of us have been in doTerra quite a few years and we have a stash of oils. We have oils that we can give away. we have points built up in our account. Some people have so many points built up and they're like, what do I do with all these points? I'm going to give you some ideas of ways you can use those points to do gifts for people as well. If you have those built up and want to use them. Some people use them every month and use their points all the time. Some people let them build up and build up. So, all right, I'm going to share some pictures. A couple of my pictures are a little bit small, so forgive me for that. But do you see the make and take on a big log, Jolene? Give me thumbs up. It's really little. I know it's little, but you can see it, right? Okay. All right. So there's a lot of make and take ideas that we're going to talk about. Some of the things are just things you can buy and give as gifts, and some of them are things that you can make and take to give as gifts. So we are going to, let's see if I can figure out how to move. There we go. Now there's a lot of oils and supplies that you need. And I grabbed this picture off of Google Images, and it had another brand of oils up there in the left corner. So just ignore that picture and assume that you, of course, are using doTerra oils. But I love this picture because it showed roller bottles, spray bottles. It's got little jars that we put things in to give away, reference books that are great to give to people because a lot of people love the oils, but they don't know how to use them. My favorite reference book. Can you still see me in the picture, Jolene, or I'm probably really small, but my favorite reference book is this one, just quick, easy answers to give to people. Epsom salts are a great thing because you add a few oils to Epsom salts and you've got a great foot soak. Fractionated coconut oil. I was just looking up to buy some more this morning, and I get mine in bulk on Amazon. The little fractionated one that doTerra does is not quite enough for me, so I love to get my fractionated coconut oil pure, the kind that they say on there you can take internally. But there's an organic one at Walmart that was on sale for $18 today for 32 ounces, and that is a steal. doTerra's is wonderful quality, but I just go through that stuff way too fast. So that's a great tool to have for making things. Gloves, I was putting together my Christmas little plumes that I'm giving. Thank you for the idea, Jolene, last night, and wishing that I'd thrown on some gloves, but that's a great idea too. Stickers to go on top of the bottles. If you don't know it, you can buy the stickers in your account. Just put stickers in the search bar, and doTerra sells them really cheap. So you can have stickers for the tops of your bottles, little droppers, little funnels, all those things are really fun ideas that you can add to it. Now, I love to get my roller bottles and things on Amazon. This is just one of them that's on right now. I just grabbed a screenshot of it. 35 roller bottles for $12. That makes them 34 cents a piece. Now that's a great gift, and that's a great little stocking stuffer, something you can put a few drops of something in with some fractionated coconut oil and really give a nice gift. If you are not aware of what a key is, I did not figure out this key. I'm showing this to you in my picture right now. I did not figure out having one of these, an essential oil key, until probably about 4 years in, and I spent all the time pushing these heads of the roller bottles on. So if you don't have one of these, it's a lifesaver. It not only pushes the roller bottle roller part on, but it also has a little lip here that lifts it off if you want to refill. So if you're going to be making some of those, a key is a great idea to have. All right, we're going to talk about Holiday Joy. This is a blend that doTerra's made. There's Holiday Joy and there's the Holiday Peace. And Holiday Joy happens to be my favorite one. So I'm going to concentrate on that one. But there's lots of ways you can use this blend that they have made to just smell like Christmas. And it's so amazing. You can diffuse it throughout your home. And we're going to talk about potpourri. It's a great one to put in potpourri. You can add a few drops of it to diffuser jewelry, and I'm going to show you some ideas of jewelry that you can do that with. You can put it on the bottoms of your feet to increase blood flow and warmth. You can make it into a spritzer. I'm going to give you lots of spritzer recipes, but we're talking a few drops in a bottle with just water, maybe distilled water if you want to have it sit on the shelf for a long time, just so that it's good. But then it's just an air freshener for you. and your house will just smell like holidays. You can, of course, inhale it directly from your hands. You can drop a drop into your holiday cards. So when they open that up, they've got the smell of holiday joy when they open their card. You can even apply it to coats and scarves to stay smelling Christmassy as you're shopping. And then I love adding a few drops to lotion. Again, that warming sensation, but just wonderful ideas. Here's a few more. I love the idea of creating the spritzer and then spraying your tree and your garland to smell. Let's see, the other ones in here, we're going to talk about potpourri. This one, when it said feeling under the weather, to apply 2 to 4 drops to the bottoms of your feet. Some of the oils in there have supportive properties to help you when you're not feeling well. So that's a great idea. And then the emotional support at the bottom. It's a warm blend, holiday oils, bring it to a reminder to celebrate with love and healthy boundaries for the people you love, giving you that emotional support with the holiday joy oil. And one more tip I wanted to add for putting a drop on your holiday cards. It suggests that you put a drop or two on a cotton swab, place it with the cards into a plastic bag for a while to let it absorb. That way you're not actually getting an oily drop onto the card. You're just infusing the cards with the oil so that they'll smell when somebody pulls that out. So I'm going to try that this year. You'll have to let me know if it smells when it comes, but that's such a fun idea. Then if you want to take a picture of this screenshot, this is a lot of diffuser blends that you can use in your diffuser that include holiday joy. You're adding a little peppermint or a little orange, a little wintergreen, something to it to add a variety to it. But I love that there's so many ideas and ways we can use our diffusers for this time of year. All right, now into a few make and takes. If you wanted to make something to give to someone, you are going to be able to take some of these recipes, and I'm going to suggest you screenshot anything that is of interest. This is probably my favorite giveaway. I have 10 of these made up and in my cupboard at all times because it's literally just what I give away. When I feel my throat starting to get itchy or I'm like, oh my goodness, I think I'm getting sick, I just quickly shake it because the oils and the water don't really mix. So you shake it first and then you just spray it right on your throat. And then I'll spray it again 15 minutes later, 15 minutes later. Do you know what? It hardly ever turns into anything. And when it does turn into something and I'm getting sick, I'm using breathe drops and other drops, but I'm still using this so that I can get my throat having support internally at all times. This is an amazing gift. And it just is a few drops of clove, cinnamon, and on guard with water. Oh, sore throat spray. I don't travel without it. I have it at all times. My next favorite thing to give away is my shower spray. So this is something that I found in a reference book once, and it has just become my favorite. I put only about 20 drops into a small spray bottle, peppermint, cedarwood, and wild orange, and then I put water in it, and I put it in my shower. Now, in the morning, when my shower is hot and steamy, and I spray 3 or 4 times into my palm of my hand, and then I cup this peppermint, cedarwood, and wild orange. Oh my goodness, I am getting it down into my lungs. It is waking me up, and it is the best way to start the day. It is just, I think I've done this for probably 3 or 4 years. And again, I travel with it. I don't want to miss that step in my morning. So it's one of my favorite ways. Another great little gift if you wanted to make and take something. If you happen to live in Texas, even if you don't, this all allergy blend does pretty good. I travel a lot and I've used it in many different states, but these 7 oils cover the allergies here in Texas. And I know there's just slight variations to it for different places that you live, but this is 7 oils: vetiver, lemon, juniper berry, clary sage, cedarwood, bergamot, and marjoram. And we're talking just a drop or 2 each. And then I fill it with fractionated coconut oil. And it lasts and lasts, but you put it around your nose when it's feeling itchy, when you're feeling bothered by the allergies, and it calms everything down like magic. literally like magic. So another great one to share with people. All right, this picture
Shaleen,
is small. Yes.
just wanted to welcome my friend Sherry.
Whoa, is that who that is? I was trying to figure out, Sherry. I was like, oh, is that Vondell? Who is that? And so thank you for letting me know that's your friend Sherry. We're so glad you're here, Sherry. I'm Shaleen and I'm Jenilee's big sister. And she was born on my 4th birthday. So she's very sweet to say, I like to say she was my best birthday present ever. And then she's so sweet to say, yes, she's known me since the day she was born. And that she was born on my birthday. We've always shared birthdays. Just so fun. Sherry, we're glad you're here. Thanks for coming. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about some cleaning ideas. I'm sorry this picture's so small, but you can add a few drops of oil to baking soda and put it in one of those little sugar shaker things, and it's carpet deodorizer. You can just do baking soda and a few drops of your favorite oil and then do your normal vacuuming, and your house will smell fantastic. It's a great natural way to do that. There's a fabric refresher spray there. There's an all-purpose spray cleaner with doTerra's On Guard. It's easy to make. There's lots of things you can do that are small and simple for, let's see, I had a couple of notes to take there with you. Okay, and trying to look at my notes as well as my pictures here. All right, over here. Now, again, my potpourri picture is a little bit small, but you can just put potpourri into a little organza bag and put a few drops of oil in, or you can put it in a bowl. You can put it on the stove in water. You can just put it in a bowl and set it out. But a few drops of oil added to your potpourri is amazing. If you put it in a little bag, it can go into somebody's sock drawer or underwear drawer, you know, so that they have a little bit of smell, beautiful, wonderful aroma as they open their drawers. But potpourri is a great thing to do for the holiday to give.
Malcolm started using cassia.
Ooh,
My husband started using cassia to diffuse. He will start the diffuser. And
nice.
what's nice is it smells like cinnamon, but it takes fewer drops because it has a
It is so
stronger.
potent. Yeah, cassia is one that they say gives you strength and firmness when you're about to speak. And I used to use it when I was going to present. And I have a little necklace that I'm going to show you that I would put cassia into. I love it's such a deep, rich cinnamon, but it is so strong. I got a little redness on my on my neck because it is just a super. It's one of those very strong oils. So be a little careful with it when you use it. But boy, does it smell good. Thank you, Jenilee. That's awesome. Awesome. He would do that too. So you can also make your own perfume. And what a great thing to do, because all of us who are listening here probably are interested in using more natural things in our lives and not having chemicals that we have to deal with, that our body has to, you know, get rid of the chemicals. We invited somebody over for dinner a couple of weeks ago, and they had so much perfume on that I just could hardly handle it the whole time they were here. And we even went in the backyard for part of the time. And I was sitting 4 feet away from her, and I was still overwhelmed with her perfume outside. So it was. Sometimes I think people just don't realize the chemicals that they're putting on their body with even perfume. And so a great gift to give someone is making a scent, make it into a little roller bottle, and voila, they've got a natural perfume that they can use. And this is an interesting picture because when you're making a perfume, they suggest that you have a scent that they call the top notes, a scent with the middle notes, and a scent with the base notes. And so if you were to take this, maybe I can make that a little bigger. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Ooh, does it go bigger for you? Okay, so if you notice the base notes, there's a couple of oils that doTerra doesn't have. Angelica, I don't recognize. We have hyssop. I think we have the rest of them. Oh, valerian. I don't know what that is. So, but we have most of them. These are very heavy scents. And they say that the base note in the perfume you make carries longer than the rest of the scents. So it's kind of interesting. Some people love patchouli and some people don't, but boy, when you put patchouli in there, I know that stays. It really stays. And then you would pick the middle notes that you enjoy and the top notes that is the first smell that you would probably catch, but it's the base note that stays. Thought that was an interesting slide that you could use to make up your own perfume. And then take a picture of this if that's something you want to try, because here's some ideas. They've taken a top note and a middle note and a base note and given you some perfume blend ideas. And you know, it only takes a few drops for you to say, oh yeah, I really love the smell of that one. Or, oh, and another thing I do sometimes is I'll take the 2 or 3 or 4 oils and I'll put them open in my hands and I'll just move them around my nose. And it gives me a feeling of what that perfume would be like. So you could try that rather than make it up and then go, oh, I really don't like that one. But that's another fun idea, is to enjoy making perfume. And another thing some people do now, we use darker bottles a lot of the time because your oils are more protected from the sun if they're in a darker bottle. But if it's something you're going to use up, you know, in a year's time and you're not going to put it out in the sun, you could use a clear bottle. And I've seen people put little gems in the bottle for fun, and edible flowers or little dried flowers into a bottle to make it look really pretty. So that's just another fun little step if you wanted to do that, if you were making perfume for somebody. And then here's one more that I decided to just share with you, because when I found it, it said Mellow Mama perfume, and who doesn't want to be a more mellow mama? And I thought, let's do citrus bliss, sandalwood, patchouli, and ylang ylang. Now, patchouli and ylang ylang are both bottom scents. I think sandalwood might be too. So this is a powerful perfume. But I've also got a fun little story to share with you. When Dr. D, who's the person that got me into the oils, my chiropractor, he's such an amazing man. He works so well with people and has so many oil answers for us. And he was having some students in his doctor's office that were shadowing him. So they were graduate students almost ready to be you know, their own chiropractor, but they were watching him and would stand there as he treated people and learn from him. And he said a mom came in with a child and the child was just bouncing off the walls, and he was trying to help the mom, but the child was just a little bit crazy. And he went over to the child and he pulled out his ylang ylang and he put the ylang ylang under the child's nose and asked, I think the child was 2 or 3, and he put it under the nose, said, take a deep breath. And the child took a deep breath and went, and then just sat there for the rest of the time while he helped the mom. And then as the mom left, the kids that were shadowing the Dr. D said, what did you do to that child? Oh my goodness. But it was just an aroma that was different, an aroma that caught the child's attention, and ylang ylang is really known for helping you be more mellow. And so when I saw that on this list, I thought, oh, that's a fun short story to share. Anyway, so many fun ideas. All right, you can take your drops and you can get these beads. They come in bracelets like this. You can buy a bracelet, but if you can see how the little black beads on here have holes in them, they attract, they take in the oil and they hold it there. They hold the scent. So this aroma therapy kind of bracelet, you can purchase these. You can buy the beads if you're into making jewelry and make somebody something that they could add drops to themselves to wear, which is fun. I love this kind of thing. Now, I have a necklace. I'm going to show you a few more pictures, but this one inside this has little pieces of felt. So you open it up, you put a few drops on, it lasts for quite a while, and it gives you an aroma keychain or necklace to use. Then I showed you a picture of, I buy some things on Temu sometimes, which comes from China. Takes a little while to come. I only use PayPal. I don't want to give my credit card. And it's worked pretty well. I love the quality. Almost everything I bought in essential oil wise on Temu has been excellent quality. I've been amazed. But we're talking $1.49 for something that on Amazon is probably $10. So if you were wanting to try out some of these things, it's a great way to go. This one on Amazon is a bracelet, but I just think it's beautiful. It opens up. It's kind of like a locket, and You put drops on the felt pad inside, close it up, and you've got a cute little design and can change out the color of the felt pad that comes with it. So just fun ideas. Here's a necklace version that's a round necklace that you can put in. Again on Temu, $2.40. The first one of those I bought, I paid $20 for. And this, when I purchased some from Temu, was the same quality. I was amazed. So great way to go. All right, couple of ideas that are fun that are available on doTerra right now. This is a baking set that came out a little while ago, and they have it 40% off. So you get a couple of cookie cutters that are fun. You get one that looks like an oil bottle and one that looks like a drop, but you get the baking spice oil with it too, which is fun to use. And there's actually an ebook that will give you some ideas on how to use it, but that's a great deal. And it's on Amazon right now. There's the Serenity Bedtime Kit, which is on. So when you go to, yeah.
Shaleen, did you mean that was on Amazon or doTerra?
I meant doTerra. Did I say Amazon? See,
Accident.
I talked about Amazon in the last slides and it got on my tongue. Thank you for catching that. It's on doTerra. And doTerra's site has this Serenity Bedtime Kit still available. It's not a normal thing. It's not something that you think, oh, I have to go order a doTerra bedtime kit. And so I'm sharing a few ideas with you, probably of things that are available that you don't know are available. But that comes with a Serenity spray that you can spray on the mask. And it comes with a few soft gels that you can try taking, which are awesome to help rest. And I sometimes take that Serenity spray and spray it on my pillow so that I am just overwhelmed with this scent. My body has learned that Serenity, it means sleep for me. And that's a great gift to give somebody. You may not have even seen these. This is an introductory kit. That just means it's 5 ml little bottles. That's not introductory, doesn't mean you have to be new to doTerra to get it. It's available for anybody. But for a small amount, you get 3 bottles that are 5 ml that you can just gift somebody the beginnings of their experience with doTerra. Lavender, lemon, peppermint, basic. So many uses. Oh my goodness. If you were to Google how to use lemon, lavender, and peppermint, just Google image it, you would probably get tons of pages you could give someone that says, and here's all the things you can do with lavender, and here's all the things you can do with lime, and here's all the things you can do with peppermint. And to have, for me, I burn myself a lot, so to have lavender on hand is great. Lemon, to put drops in water to detoxify internally and to clean up gummy, sticky things that has saved the day so many times. And peppermint helps with headaches, helps with fresh breath, helps wake me up. They're just the basics. And to have 5 mils, I love 5 mils. They're so cool. Most of our bottles come in 15 mils. It's just really fun to have something that fits in your purse. So that's a fun little bundle. It's a great thing to use your points on if you have some points and you want to find some gifts. There's also a beginner's trio kit, which are the same 3 oils that comes at a little bit better price than buying them individually, but you can get the same 3 oils in a beginner's trio kit. And I wonder if Jolene even knows about this one. This is called a travel kit. You do? Okay. It's a travel kit. They're 5 mils. And so 5 mils, again, of lavender and peppermint, but this one has lavender, wild orange, peppermint, and aroma touch in 5 mils. Quick, easy, wonderful to have on hand. Again, just really nice to have little 5 mil size. So consider that would be a great gift to give someone. The adaptive system, I know you're familiar with, but I just had to put it in here because we think about using adaptive to calm us down. I know Heather's had great experiences with adaptive, but using the roll-on, taking the supplement capsules and diffusing the adaptive blend, they say the people who get the most help with anxiety use all 3 products. And so the thought that they've made this little kit available for a slightly more reasonable price to get all 3 is just awesome. So if you know somebody that's struggling with anxiety, this is a great thing to gift them. And again, another great thing to use points. Yes, Jolene, you're muted.
Just wanted to say with that, when you see the 93 saying, I can't do that every month. The only thing that you have to like replenish is the soft gels of it, or not, or the capsules.
Yeah.
The rest of it lasts for months and months and months and months and months. And the soft or the capsules are totally worth putting on your every month order, because when you need that, you don't want to wait for ordering it.
Yeah. You need the calming effect of that. Yeah. Thank you for that. Very, very, very good.
Especially during the holidays.
Yeah. We have a lot coming up. Oh, Jolene and I keep talking these days about all the plates we're spinning in the air right now. We're just trying to keep up, and we know you all are. I wanted to put the baby collection on here again. Some of these things just kind of slip our minds that they're available because they may not be things that we need all the time, but this makes a wonderful gift, especially for a new baby. When you are able to get a lotion and a baby shampoo and a cream to use on your baby that are all natural. I keep this in our second bathroom for guests to come, and they love using that too and having it handy. And the diaper rash cream is to have something natural to put on your baby's bottom, and really does such a great job keeping the bottom from hurting on those littles. And it's just a blessing that we have these wonderful things. Okay, I'm going to share this screen. Okay, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Let me see. View, keep it on one page, and then make it bigger. Zoom, maybe 200%. Let's see. Is that going to be, oh, perfect. Okay, so don't worry about the price. I think I had a make and take where I charged people for this, but this is a great thing to take a picture of if you want to make some air freshener sprays. Fun little names for them. If you want to use the names, you can. But the fun thing is you can use 3 drops of Holiday Blend with 3 drops cassia that we were talking about, and then you add water. So this is a tiny spray bottle with a few drops of oil and some water in it, and all these different options. If you love rosemary, you can do the the Christmas medley with rosemary, white fir, clove, and wild orange. If you like one of these recipes and you don't have all of them, try it with what you have. You don't have to say, oh, I can't try that one, I don't have them all. Try putting some of these together and you will be amazed. I love the spiced hot cider one, cinnamon, wild orange, and clove. You put that together and spray it around your house. It just makes everything smell good. So it's beginning to smell a lot like Christmas. Such fun ideas. Okay, I have a little video to show you because let's see if I can get the video to work and to get the sound to work. Oh, let's see. Come on. Let's see if I can get that to work.
Shaleen, I know you just passed up the one that's beginning to smell a lot like Christmas.
Yeah.
When it was enlarged, I couldn't see underneath Vanilla Spice. Could you send that to us or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I will send that to you. Okay. Trying to get this link to work. Copy a hyperlink. Let me try that. Okay. Sometimes when I share a video from YouTube, I can't get the sound to work. So you're going to have to let me know if the sound is. Can you hear it? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. Can you hear it? No? Ah. Well, you can see it. So just enjoy seeing it for a minute. Okay, that was, could you kind of see it even though you couldn't hear it? There's a lot of fun ideas there. Now, if you want more ideas, all you do is go to doTerra.com and look through their literature section, their ebook section. There is so many ideas. They send out a catalog once in a while, a magazine once in a while that has lots of ideas and things and recipes you can use and ideas of things to do with bottles. So I have kept every empty bottle I've ever created with doTerra. And what do I do with all these empty bottles? And one of the ideas, and I haven't done it yet, I wish I had it done so I could show you, but they took empty bottles and put a bell glued in between each empty bottle. So you get this brown bottles with bells and then a big bow and made a wreath out of it. And so that's one thing I really want to do with my empty bottles. You have something you want to share?
I was just listening
Okay.
because I'm the one that's going to get to do it.
Oh, so Joe liked my idea and wanted it. Yeah, don't you think that'd be fun? Empty bottles with a bell in between, make a wreath out of it.
That'd be
Yeah.
cute.
Joe's full of good ideas. He actually tried engraving on a bottle yesterday and the bottle broke, so it didn't quite work, but
Well, I'll do another one.
he's still trying. He's trying to experiment with lots of fun ideas. Anyway, I'm curious what you guys have done with oils and if there's any ideas that you have shared gifts with people of oils and felt like that was a good choice. Maybe you've got an idea that I hadn't thought of.
I like to look at what I'm not interested in keeping and pair it with someone that needs an uplift or a birthday present or, whatever, and gift them what I know our family's never going to use.
That is a great idea. That is a really good idea because somebody can get upliftment from it. So there was a young girl that came to my house about a year ago and okay, there was an older lady who stopped ordering and said, I have all the oils I need. And she brought me this huge box of oils. It's probably about a year and a half ago. And she brought me all these oils she didn't want anymore. And then within days, this young mom came over and she had 2 kids and she was trying to get pregnant with a third, supernatural gal into oils. And she said, Shaleen, I can't afford this and this. And she just had a list of about 14 oils that she felt she needed to help her body and what she needed. And she said, I can't afford to buy all these oils. Have you got parts of jar? Could I buy some of these oils from you just in bits and pieces? And do you know that almost every oil but one was in the box that came from the lady that gave me her oil she was ready to get rid of? And I was able to gift her the oils that she needed. And that young lady just had her 3rd child 3 weeks ago. And I'm not saying the oils will make you fertile and give you a baby, but if you know how to use them and you're doing your best to use natural things, you're going to benefit and have the benefit of possibilities. So really, really happy for her. I was just talking to her mom yesterday and she says, boy, she loves that baby, but she calls her she's that doTerra baby. But very sweet to have those answers, Jim. Anyone else have something they want to share?
So what I've done in the past where I get air dry clay and you can make something out of it or use cookie cutters to cut things out and turn them into ornaments. And then once it dries, you can put essential oils on it and it absorbs it too.
Air dry clay, and I wouldn't know what to call how to buy. Oh, Jolene's showing us. Oh, cute. You're muted. Unmute so we can hear what you're saying.
So Heather made these.
Oh,
Kept them. It was such a fun make and take. It was just a cutter, rolled the dough out that was already. What was the dough, Heather?
It's air dry clay.
Air dry clay.
so do
And
you
then,
buy it called air dry clay? I've never heard of it.
Yeah. You
At
can get it on
Hobby Lobby.
Amazon, Hobby Lobby, Walmart.
Okay.
And then we cut them out and then just etched the
Design.
the design in it, and it's got a little hole and then we get to braid it together. I've been saving mine. I didn't get to use all of them, but I made a bunch of them because it was so cool. And I'm wanting to put these together.
So you buy the clay
Mhm.
and you use a cookie cutter and then draw on it and make the holes there, and then it air dries.
Yep.
It's hard,
Yep.
and then oils will absorb into it.
Yep.
That is awesome.
So you can do it for Christmas or Easter or spring, and you just a fun women's night. I
Yeah.
love it, Heather. Are you impressed, Heather?
I'm very impressed.
And then I had him right here. And you know, I haven't kept a whole lot. I've like weeded down on everything. This did not go anywhere because it's such an incredible idea. And I absolutely love it. It's in my little box that I'll never get rid of. So
I
have
love
with
it.
me.
That is such a fun idea. Thank you for sharing that, Heather. I'm thinking of my grandkids and thinking that would be a great project for the grandkids to do too. So thank you for that idea. All right. Anyone else have anything they want to share? Any ideas of I love generally sharing what she doesn't use, because there's always somebody that can use whatever you have. And that's another blessing of doTERRA for me. I just I tell Joe all the time, I give away more than I sell. I've said, sorry, this is I don't want to call it a hobby because it's not just a hobby, it's a way of life for me. But I love being able to help and uplift and enrich. So it's a great.
Well, Shaleen, on that note, because some people who might be listening to this actually helped us, but about 2 years ago, was it about 2 years
It was
ago?
the same time as the lady gave me oils. Yep.
Okay.
Because I gave some of them to you.
Yeah. A close friend of our families raised her like she was my daughter. Our kids all played together, and she was in stage 4 breast cancer. And I needed her to have every oil. So when we called and talked, she had access to it, didn't have to like go and order it. And because of this community that you guys are on here a part of, we were able to give her 99% of every oil that doTERRA has. So like if you were to go and buy those in a big kit, it's like about $2,000.
Yeah.
That maybe
Yep.
a little bit more. It was gifted, and she has this whole collection at the house so that she has it to use it as she needs it. And that's an incredible gift.
Yeah. I remember you sending out that list and me looking at the oils that I had from this friend. I was like, ooh, I can help with that. It was just, and because somebody gifted to me and then I gave you those and I added a few more that I wanted to help and some of my team added more. I mean, that's the kind of people I think doTERRA attracts, just people with big hearts that want to be there for others. So I hope that you do give some natural things away for Christmas. I do that selfishly because by giving somebody these things, you are going to find you might change their life. They might say, oh, I can get some help from this, and now I can move forward in this direction. I call it a natural journey. Step by step, I'm trying to detoxify my life. And I'm on the journey just like everybody else. And it's like, okay, now I can improve here. Now I can improve here. Now I can improve here. And by gifting something to somebody, you are helping them improve just a little bit. Okay, there's one more thing I wanted to mention that I found as I was searching to prepare for this class. If you hit the word shop on the upper left-hand side when you go to your doTERRA account, it'll list out categories of things that you can look into. One of the categories now says FSA and HSA appropriate products. That's new. That means we have, there's only 5 or 6 products on there. We have products now that are approved by the FDA and now can be purchased with people who receive FSA. What are the funds? Hold on, I got it on my paper here. It's FSA. And then you can also use your HSA funds that you have, your health savings account, to order those items. That's pre-tax money that you set aside in your health savings account. I thought that was pretty cool. pretty cool that they've added that in. And then one other suggestion I wanted to say, if you have a lot of points and you don't know what to do with them, CorrectX. Should just grab one so that I have it. Here's one. CorrectX, I have them everywhere. They're in my purse, they're in my travel bag, they're everywhere. But CorrectX is a great thing to stock up on. I think I have 5 or 6 at all times in my cupboard, brand new, mostly because people say, do you have any? Do you have any? Because they've made this tube with frankincense, cedarwood, lavender, helichrysum, and melaleuca or tea tree. It has powerful oils in here, and I consider it's like an antibiotic cream or ointment. And you are able to put it on when you hurt yourself. You're able to, I use it. I'm allergic to cats, and I can take Triese, which doTerra has, that helps a little bit, but it doesn't help with the itchy eyes. And I can put CorrectX around my eyes and be around cats, and my eyes don't itch to death. This is kind of maybe gross, but I have a lot of allergies. My allergy blend works great. But if I want to go smack dab into the middle of the cedar trees in the backyard when it's cedar tree season, I have a tough time because the cedar gets right in my nose. I came up with this one. Put a little bit on my pinky, and I actually coat the inside of my nose with the CorrectX, and I am free to go outside in that cedar and not have any problems whatsoever. Yeah, that is crazy. People who are allergic to cedar know that you just can't do that. And this has allowed me to do that. This is something I would stock up if you have points or don't know what to do. The other thing I would stock up on, that I keep probably 5 or 6 tubes of deep blue rub. Now that's a little more expensive, but that stuff is magic to me. I put it on my knees and my hip every day. I do it preventatively. I don't have any pain anymore, but I want it to stay that way. And so I use the pea size a little bit, and I put it on my knees and I put it on my hip, and I am just thankful for it. So thankful for it.
Shaleen, when well, both of those would work, but especially the CorrectX, when you just have someone that you want to give a little something to that's meaningful. That's a really cheap, nice gift at Christmas time or birthdays or thinking of you type of a thing. So it's a great place to use your points. And the other place I use it is the expensive oils that I can't purchase otherwise, like the rose or the helichrysum.
Yeah.
Those are 2 that I use it. The Immortelle, which was just on a buy one, get one sale, but those 3 are like gold and worth using your points on.
I agree. That's what I do with my points too. I buy the expensive oils, but I've also found that I like using them for my supplements now too. They charge, so sometimes you get PV points and they charge a little more for some of the products that they have to put into bottles and stuff like that. Oils are pretty much the same, but some of their supplements, but I like using my points because it just pays cash. You're just, okay, now I'm all stocked up on On Guard Plus again, and my Terrazyme and my turmeric. Anyway, so many blessings. Could go on and on about gift giving and the joy of doTerra, but it has blessed my life more than I can say. I am healthier at age 62 than I have been in I've probably not been this healthy for 40 years, which is really sad to say. Spent most of my adult life extremely obese, and I am happier and healthier today, and just feel so much energy. I love it. Hope you can find that joy and energy and Thanksgiving and gratitude this week. Thank you so much for getting on, for listening. And for those who listen to the recording, hope you enjoy it too. Love y'all. Sherry, thanks for coming.
Thank you, Shaleen. Love you too.
You bet.